So for the people that were there last Saturday night, they saw at the end of Maddie Merriam's bar routine, I don't know if they could tell, but she whacked the low bar with her foot going into the dismount and stopped in the middle of her dismount. And we were afraid that she had a broken foot. Thank goodness, they did x-rays, they checked it out, and there's nothing wrong. It's just bruised, it's really sore, but we may actually have Maddie back this weekend to at least do uneven bars for us. And then on floor exercise, our second competitor, our super freshman Sammy Musto, on her first pass, she was just a little higher than normal. She was a little bit too excited. It's kind of like when you think you're on the last step and you're not, and then you think you're not on the last step and you are. You know how you get that jarring feeling when you hit the ground. She did that at the end of her first tumbling pass and kind of hurt her knee a little bit, but they did all the tests. They went in and they looked at it with an MRI, and it looks good. It's probably going to be a few weeks before we get her back, but they're both healthy. They're both going to be strong for us as the season progresses. Well, on Saturday when Maddie got hurt, she had been scheduled to be an all-arounder for us, and so that means she had a place in the beam lineup. And we had to make a last-second decision. You know, who were we going to put in? What were we going to make the order for our beam lineup? And the coaches chose Crystal Welsh, who is a sophomore. She's recovering from an ankle surgery over the summer. And Crystal hasn't competed yet this year. We've been trying to hold her, wait for that ankle to feel normal. And she said, "No, I'm ready to go." And we put her in, and she did a great job. She hit her routine. She kept us on a roll on beam. And for that, she received the ANCAR Award for the most inspirational performance. Well, when we first came here and looked at this job and looked at Rec Hall and looked at the space that was available and the history there, we thought that the current setup was a little tight, the judges were on top of each other, and so we started to come up with a plan then. But it's kind of like when you move into an apartment with someone. You walk in and instantly you think, why is the couch over there? But in your mind, but you live there for a while, and then after a month or two, then you might mention, hey, how do you think the couch would look over here and the TV over there? So that's what we did. We came here and we competed in the same setup that they had used forever and ever. But we're hosting the Big Ten Championships next year, and we have to have 16 judges on the floor for that event. We're hosting the NCAA Regionals next year, and we have to have 16 judges on the floor for that event. And with the old setup, it's just no way that you can really do that and have space for teams and mats and the judges and all of that to happen. So we spent a lot of time, we spent a lot of measuring, we made some holes in the floor, put in some new floor plates, and most of the people that we talked to love the new setup. It's wide open. If you love bars, you can sit by bars. If you love beam, you can sit by beam. You can travel around and follow the team from event to event. The only people that didn't like the new setup are the people on the north side that have always sat up top, and unfortunately it's really hard to see the vaulting event from there. So we're hoping that they'll move around to the other side for this weekend and have a great view of all of the equipment. Well, I think most teams in NCAA women's gymnastics goal is to score a 9.8 average. Score a 49 on each event. That gets you to that magic 196. If you're a 196 for your team score, you're a top 10, top 15 program every week. And so we got off to a great start on vault. We got off to even better bars except for Maddie's mistake. And then when we went to beam, it's the best beam we've done all year. So after 3 events, we were poised. We were at a 147. We were 49 away from going 196. And if we do that, we make our mark. And unfortunately, Sammy had the injury. Some of the other kids, they took it to heart. It's just one of those things, that we just really struggled to get over. And anytime you score a 47 something on an event, your team score is not going to be where you want it to be at the end.